tricks that's getting ready to happen here, okay? But I'm going to make a point. Heather, whatever you do, don't spill the water. Okay? Your job is to hold that glass and the orange without spilling a drop of water. You think you can do that? Are you sure you can do that? Heather! Heather! Why did you do that? So it was your fault, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Heather! Why did you do that? You were ready that time, right? Let's try one more time. I want you to get, are you ready? Get your game face on, right? Big day today in Kentucky's going to play here in just a little while. Get your game face. Have you got your game face? Show them your game face, Heather. She's ready. She's ready. Hang on, okay? Don't drop it. I'm going to be disappointed in you because this is twice already that you dropped it, and this time you've assured me that you're not going to spill anything out. All right? You ready? Heather! So, Heather, I'm going to ask you one more time why you did that. And before I ask you why you did that, I'm going to tell you what you're supposed to say. Okay? See, I told you could all answer this question 100% accurate. Right? I'm going to ask you why you spilled the water, and you're going to say because you shook my arm. Are you ready? Heather, why did you spill the water?
Because you shook my arm.
Okay. I've got an orange, right? Heather, you've got an orange too. We'll ask our audience here. We'll get them involved here. If I squeeze this hard enough, right, and you can tell by the dents and stuff in it, these have been around a lot. These are at the end of their shelf life, all right? These are at the bottom of the fruit bowl at home, you know, and it was getting close to where the gnats start swarming, so I thought I would use them this morning because we're not going to need them for just a minute. What's going to come out when I squeeze this orange? Anybody want to make a guess? What kind of juice?
Orange juice.
How come it's not apple juice?
It's not apple.
Grape juice.
It's not grape.
Because that's not what's inside. There's no grape juice in an orange. There's no apple juice in an orange. That doesn't come out when I squeeze it because that's not what's in there. When I shook Heather's arm with this water, she didn't spill the water because I made her spill the water. She spilled the water because there was water in there. Because if there's no water in there, guess what comes out? Nothing. Nothing. Now before I let Heather sit down, I'm going to ask you a question. If I get you up here and I squeeze you and I put a little pressure on you, what's going to come out? The only thing that can come out is what you've already put in there. That's it. You know how many times the Bible talks about what happens in your life when you get squeezed, when you get pressured, the way you respond? I'm going to share with you a couple of verses. Now, this is not the meat of our text. That'll be Ephesians 2 later. In Philippians 1:27, Paul is writing about time he's in jail. Okay, he's writing to this church in Philippi, and he's telling them, you know, what it's like to be in prison. I don't ever want to think about that. But he's telling them, you know, here's the way you should act. Here's the way you'll feel when you're in prison. He's going through that whole bit, right, about what it's like to be a Christian and try to live in the world that even he was living in. And he gives them this piece of advice, and man, it is a powerful, powerful verse when you read it and you meditate on it and you think about it. So he just told them about how he's in prison, about how people have treated him, about how God has given him ways to share his faith with people that he's encountered in prison. And he tells them this. He says, whatever happens, conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ. Now when I read that, I like to repeat that. Whatever happens. Whatever happens. Whatever happens. Conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the gospel of Christ.